Well, hello everybody, this is Connell. I've decided to put up a series of information videos on metal detecting, and I think I'm going to call it When the Beach Speaks, Listen. First of all, a little bit of my information. I know a lot of you don't know me. Nobody knows me personally, if that's my knowledge. Some of you do. But I actually started metal detecting as close as I can figure out by receipts for a metal detector. I started back in 1992. For 8 years, up to 2000 when I retired, like most working people, I had a chance to go metal detecting, if I was lucky, once a week in the summertime. And I worked a lot of parks back in those days. When these were a lot better than they are now. And so now I really like to work the water because I'm 76 years old now, and a little bit of arthritis in the knees. I enjoy being in the water because it supports me a little bit more. So I retired in 2000, and then really started hunting pretty heavily. Nowadays, during the summertime up here, I can hunt 4 days a week most times. Even in the wintertime, even though here in the Syracuse area in central New York our beaches freeze over and the water in the lakes freeze over, my wife and I will travel down into Florida, fly down there, and then many times we will hop out to some of the islands and spend 2 or 3 days at different islands. And although we're there to relax and see the islands, usually I get a little bit, 3-4 hours in any one island to go and search their beaches. And I'll more on that later when I get to it. So anyway, this first one, I think I'm going to name it Introduction and / Expectations. Okay, first of us, when we first purchased our metal detectors, the companies selling metal detectors, the businesses that are selling them, they're the business to sell metal detectors. So I'm sure you've seen many videos of people finding gold doubloons and silver pieces of 8 and Rolex watches and diamond rings. Well, I'll tell you, unless you're extremely lucky, it's going to take you a while before you really get into anything really like that. You've got to learn what your metal detector is telling you. What you're probably going to find for the first quite a few years, for me it was about 5 years, were all sorts of trash, obviously nails, screws, etc. Bottle caps, snap top rings, beaver tails or pull tabs. If you're lucky, I'll talk about that in some later videos. And of course coins. When you find these, be happy. You are finding stuff which other people have lost. Oh, it's trash. Take it off the beach. Take it out of the park. Throw it where it belongs, in the trash can. Start getting some coins. Well, take them home. Now, a lot of them will be pretty well corroded, but what I do is I just run them under a wire wheel on my grinder and knock the heavy corrosion off from it and roll them up and send them on their way. But anyway, from there you're looking to find some good stuff. Well, myself, looking at my records, and by the way, records are very important. It may be something you want to keep track of all the time. It took me 5 years, or until 1997, before I actually found a ring. According to my records, that was what I call now a junker, a Walmart special. But it was a ring. I enjoy it when I get a ring. A ring with diamonds in it. That took me 11 years, or to 2007. Now this particular ring was a man's ring. It was silver with a little bit of gold around the top of it, and there were some diamond chips in it. 50 diamond chips in it. Very nice ring, and I was very happy. I finally found a ring with diamonds. An actual diamond ring, a engagement ring, one with a big diamond in it, that took me until 2015. 18 years of swinging that coil. That was a half carat on white gold. Extremely nice ring, and if you have followed me at all, you know that I have are a member of the ring finders, and we have to try to locate the owner of any of those good rings like that. And I did find the owner in that one and returned it to her. A 3-carat diamond ring. Now, I'm still waiting. Hopefully someday. You know, by the way, the Rolex watch, I don't know if you've ever walked the beach. I'm sure you've been asked, if I've been told many times, somebody will walk by, if you find a Rolex watch, it's mine. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm still looking. I don't know if I'll live long enough to find one. Someday I hope, but hope springs eternal. So anyway, what am I trying to say? If you're new with metal detecting, or if you've been swinging the coil like I have for 27 or 28 years, whatever the heck it is, be happy with what you find. Enjoy the hobby. You're spending a day out on the beach, in a park. You're doing something what you enjoy. You're getting some fresh air. You're doing some exercise. Be happy with that, and this is a hobby for you. Hopefully, keep an eye out. I'll put some more videos up. We're going to proceed this down a logical path as to what you find on the beach will tell you a lot about the beach you're hunting at. Until the next video, bye now.